Today, I'm going to share a case on Honda's restrictive hiring policy. After the case, I would like you to discuss the motivation for Honda's restrictive hiring policy and whether do you believe there's discrimination against race as well as union status. Honda announced in 2006 that their fourth plant in the United States will be in Greensburg, which is in southeastern Indiana. Honda received about $140 million in tax breaks and other incentives. People there cheered for the upcoming job positions. But soon Honda announced that among the 92 counties in Indiana, they're only hiring the people who live in the 20 counties that close by the plant. Most of the plants in northern part of Indiana were organized by the union United Auto Workers, UAW. But several of them were closing or downsizing. Just right outside of this hiring zone, such as Anderson and Muncie, there are thousands of unionized laid-off workers who were not allowed to apply for the jobs at this plant, even if they're willing to move to these 20 counties. Among the $140 million incentives, at least $15 million were from the statewide funds. Under the National Labor Relations Act, employers cannot discriminate candidates based on their union status when they recruit. However, they allow the companies to use some geographic information in their hiring policies if they can provide legitimate business reasons. And Honda claimed that when they had this hiring policy, they were not trying to prevent union members to apply. The reason was to hire people within the hour's drive so they can get to work on time even with bad weathers. They also claim this area includes Indianapolis, which has unionized plants. Honda also claimed that they had a very aggressive launch schedule. They had to start the production by the end of 2008, and they don't want to wait for people to move in these two counties to start the production. At the time, among the over 30 auto plants that's owned by foreign companies, none of them were unionized, and they were strategically located in southern part of the US, such as Alabama, Georgia, where many of the states passed the right to work law long time ago, and they didn't have the history of unionized auto plants. Even when they choose the location in Indiana, they try to locate it in rural area, which is far from the unionized plants. Their hourly wage at the plant started around $15 an hour and promised to increase to $18 in 2 years. But at the time, American auto manufacturers' starting wage was about $26, negotiated by the plants and the UAW. You can see there's also a Toyota plant in Princeton, in southern part of Indiana, which is also non-unionized. And Toyota claimed that anyone from the state could apply for their job, but they almost hire only people within the 15 miles range of that plant. There was another issue. The 20 counties they selected, 80% of the population were white. And that's because it includes the Indianapolis, where most of the non-whites were from. Exclude the county where Indianapolis locates. The rest of the 19 counties population is about 96% white. So another question for you will be, do you believe there is discrimination against race? Please share your opinion on this case and whether you believe there were union status and racial discriminations. And do you believe this hiring policy was ethical?